So I'm gonna be showing you a catastrophe. I can't believe I'm showing you guys this, but I have this room in my house that ends up being the catch-all room where everything gets thrown into and the door gets shut. And it's time that this changes. I need a studio workspace. I'd like to set up a space that is lit well, has an interesting background, a simple background where I can just sit down and do talking videos when I need to. And I need a better workspace for just different things, better organizing. And this room is terrible. It's probably gonna be a couple day process, but I thought I'd take you guys along for the ride as I turn this wreck of a room into my studio and personal workspace. I'm walking through the doorway. Dun 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 dun. Look at this desk. It looks awful. Let me just show you. So here we are. We walk into the doorway. What not here? Stuff all over the floor. Things tend to accumulate back here. Get camera gear out. Storage things that shouldn't be here. Shipping item. This whole desk is just a headache. There's toys all over the floor. Blankets and shipping items. Boxes for shipping. A scale. Water purifier. This corner still hasn't been painted. And this corner hutch I just bought from a friend. It was cheap. I like it. I probably wouldn't have picked gray for in here, but it was something to put there that we could have more storage. And then over there, that used to be a gun case, like a built-in, and we changed it to a bookshelf. So this interesting specimen in the corner, I do not like at all. I saw someone had the idea of a tool chest, using the tool chest to store your camera gear. And so I went and bought one and I painted it and put like a new wood top on. And while it's kind of cute and it would be okay out in a shop, I just do not like it in here. So I bought these little foam thingies where you could cut out where each item has a place, so that way things stay more organized, which I really like, having a drawer just to open and everything has its place. So yeah, while the storage in that is nice, I just do not like how it looks at all, okay? And then there's a sofa, and the reason that we have this in here, it's a nice place to relax if it's cleaned up. And also this sofa turns into a bed so that we have company, we have an extra room. So I really want to let the sofa in here. But the problem with this room is it's just really hard to know how to get it organized where I can maximize the space. Behind me, this whole wall, there's like 2 windows there and a window there. This house is just full of windows. So it's really hard to know where to put things. So I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. But my plan is this wall behind me where the desk is. There's like bows and rifles hanging on the wall. I'm gonna take all that down, kind of take away the Western looking theme in here, I guess, if you'd call it that. And I want to paint this wall completely white and that wall as well. For now, I'm just gonna let the other walls go. This used to be like a pine paneling, like the bright orange. And when I moved in, I wanted to kind of still have a wood look, and I just went and kind of whitewashed it, thinned down the paint. And so it kind of turned into this crackled white look, but there's still red shining through, and I hate how that looks in photos, like when I'm videoing. Anyway, so I have some rough ideas what I want to do with this room, but we're just gonna kind of run and gun it, see if we can get it figured out. Me a little bit, but I have all the edges done with a paintbrush, and now I'm really hoping the roller will work for the rest because there's grooves. I don't know if it's gonna get in, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just leave it with one coat. You can see through just a hair, but I'm feeling so lazy. It kind of matches the rest. Maybe I'll just do one coat. Maybe once I go over with the roller it'll look better. Let's hope. Okay, so the wall is almost almost finished. I brushed everything, and I think I'm going to go over it as soon as it's dry enough to go over it with the roller, because you can kind of see some of my brush marks still, like where it met, and I don't care for that. Anyway, and I'm really hoping I have enough paint to touch up this desk. This is an old desk falling apart. I actually don't mind this wood look too bad. I think it's kind of cool. It's vintage, looks old and whatever. I might just take all the drawers out and paint the rest of the desk white, and then I'm going to finish off the top with another type of wood finish maybe. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with the top. But I'm hoping I have enough paint to do all that, and yeah, that's kind of the plan. Okay, I'm finished! Ah! Hope it works well. I went over it again after I brushed the whole thing, and went over it with a roller. That really helped it out. And I actually got my desk painted as well, so I'm anxious once that dries to put in the drawers and see how that looks together. I got 2 coats of paint on it. And I think it probably could use the 3rd, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'm actually tempted to finish the rest of the room in pure white as well. But I'll set everything up first and decide how I like it. And if I ever get inspired to paint the rest of the room, I'll do that. But for now, it definitely adds a lot of cheer. So anyway, I need to go get cleaned up, and then we'll finish this all another day. Probably tomorrow we'll start working at it again. It's a new day, and I'm excited to tackle this room again. What I'd really like is to get like a chest of drawers for back there to store my camera gear. Maybe some shelving on the walls. Not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna go hit up some thrift stores and some used furniture places just to get some ideas, and then hopefully that won't take too long and we'll be back. Okay, let's go walk up here. Is it a truck? Here's a dresser. But it would need finished. I don't know if I feel like working on that. It's more like a hutch. I would definitely take the glass out. Came in here real quick to a Why Buy New place, and everything is just way too expensive. Like $300 for used stuff? You're kidding me. So I just on impulse stopped at this little thrift store. I didn't think they'd have anything. And I found a gun case. I've been wanting one, and there's one that I actually do really like at our local store for like $95. I just wasn't quite ready to spend that yet. And then I came here and there's one for $10. Granted, it's pretty beat up and it doesn't have a door, which we really wanted, but I thought, you know what, for now it's gonna work until we can afford to get a better one. $10! So I'm happy with it. Alright, so I'm back in here in the room. I remembered this used furniture place after running all over town, and I went in and I ended up buying a dresser that I'm going to end up trying to paint. Now, I just bought a regular paint. I just did not feel like spending the money on chalk paint. It's so expensive. I'm hoping that it's rough enough that the regular paint will stick. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to try to move the sofa over there, see how it looks there, and if it feels like it's still spacious in here. I moved the sofa over here, and I think I like it there, but now I'm trying to figure out where to put the rest of everything. So I just went ahead and stained that little step that was never finished in the room. I didn't do a very neat job. It doesn't look the best, but I think it looks better than what it did. And while that's drying, I'm going to work at this. This is a dresser that I found. Oh, I'm just getting tired of projects again. I've been working at this, trying to get it done, but anyway. Let's do this.
Daddy painting.
Daddy painting? Bless Nolan's heart, he offered to paint the chest of drawers for me tonight, at least start painting. We're going camping this weekend, and there's a couple things on my checklist I was really trying to get done, and suddenly this, as normal, this project started piling in about me. Suddenly realizing all the work I need to get done by the weekend, and there's something I quickly want to do in the camper before we go camping. So it won't take me long, and then I'm gonna be back to painting again. Guys, look at my house. Look over there. Let me just show you. Here is a hutch and drawers, more furniture, toys. Everything is just a wreck. Like seriously, how much stuff does one family need? It's way too much stuff. So here is the step that I stained. Now we just need to get this piece back on. There, that definitely looks better. It still needs leveled. Look at the gap at the top compared to the bottom, but that looks better with that finished for sure. I have the sofa moved back. Things are starting to feel a little bit better. My goal with this room is to have it looking somewhat nice, but the main goal for this room is to have it efficient for everything we need, because it's going to be my office and YouTube studio. And so I will show you later kind of what I have in mind. But the reason I have this desk on a caddy corner with a big space behind instead of just pushing it up against the wall is so that I can create depth in my videos. So I can put like lights back there and some things to try to make the YouTube video look better. And so in order to do that, I have to bring the desk away from the wall. That's why it's kind of like this is caddy corner, and then over here the sofa is straight, which I don't like as far as aesthetically pleasing. But we're going for efficiency here. My main goal is if we can have a spot for everything, and everything has a function and a use, maybe I can keep it cleaned up better in here. Because for me, if a space can stay clean, my mind is so much more free rather than just trying to have everything look perfect and yet it gets cluttered quicker. So my goal is to keep this room cleaner than it has been in the past. And by doing that, I have to make it efficient. So the next thing that I'm bringing in here that is absolutely extremely ugly is a gun case. So we've been wanting to get one. Nolan has 6 rifles that he owns. So I'm gonna bring that in, and I think we're gonna set it right here behind the door. It's just gonna be kind of there, but thankfully it's a pretty thin cabinet. I'm hoping it will be okay because we do have this big space when you walk in. Here's my desk, and then this whole area here is open. I am so glad I picked this up. I almost let it there, but I'm like, 10 bucks, like seriously, sure beats 100. So glad I got it. I actually don't mind it at all. It looks like my husband really enjoys hunting, and he actually hardly ever goes out. He has shotguns and 22s and like old vintage rifles. Now there's a drawer at the bottom. Thankfully I get to store all his ammo and odds and ends of stuff that was accumulating. No place to go, so now we're gonna have a place for it. Look at all this stuff. Workout stuff, knives, all kinds of knives, ammo. I think there's more ammo out there, but we're gonna store it in here. So this is my accordion case. I used to play a lot when I was younger. Don't play quite so much anymore. I'm gonna sit it over here beside the sofa. I don't know, I just need a place for stuff. I decided to put the toys on the bottom. Nolan's guitar here. Okay, let me just quickly show you what I've done so far. I still have a lot to do, but I feel like the room is coming together. I decided that this corner hutch is going to be simply functional. Here it is. I have the toys on the bottom. And then this pack of stuff is all shipping items. When I get packages in Amazon and envelopes, I often save them so I can use them to ship other things or use them as bubble wrap. And then I just have a few other items for shipping and things that I use. I didn't touch this. I might do that later sometime. This is like all my photo books. And then we have the gun case right here beside me. I really actually like how this came together. I went and used this for space to store all my office items. I'm not sure if I'll be having the camera here or not. I just put it there for now, but I have my microphone, pencils, some things because I don't want my desk cluttered. For when I'm doing videos, I'll probably be having a few other things on the desk. I have hard drives, Bible devotional stuff, and then down here I have a small scale for weighing small items and a big one for weighing larger items. And then the copier is on the bottom shelf. I tucked some boxes here that I use for shipping, and then I have my large tripod in the corner. Anyway, so now I need to get my camera gear out of that ugly toolbox and reorganize it into the shelves for the chest of drawers that I bought. The drawers are going to go behind the desk on that far wall. I am going to be finishing the top of this desk. Obviously that's ugly. I'll be making it look like wood. All right, now I need to go organize camera stuff. I have all the drawer handles back on again. Now I'm going to see if I can get these insert things to somewhat fit well and be organized in these drawers. So wish me luck. So a quick tour of my drawers. This is just odds and ends of GoPro mounts and attachments and a few odds and ends of camera stuff. Second drawer, small tripods, cases. And then in here, I have my flashes, transmitters, diffusers, a light that I use sometimes for video light, cases for memory cards, just various cords and things I need. Down here, this is my camera drawer. I used to have 2 cameras, I don't anymore. So this would be first camera, this was for the second one. This is for the one I'm vlogging on now. I have a mic, some GoPro stuff, batteries, and then this pack is my entire drone, and everything is in here, batteries, chargers, everything. So that actually fit perfect. And then the bottom drawer is my photography lenses. So now I feel so much more organized. It feels really good. So I'm back in my studio, and I got some fun things in the mail. It is my wood countertop for the desk. It's like a tripod that you hang on the wall. And I want to put at least 1 or maybe 2 lights in here. I did order a light. I will have links to this below just in case anyone's interested. I'll probably wait to mount it until I get the light just so I get kind of a general idea. Here goes nothing. Alright, I'm all done and I'm very hot, but I think it turned out pretty well. Now I'm trying to decide if I even like it. I've been doing this on the camper for everything, and anyway, maybe kind of feels too busy maybe, but yeah, I think I like it. So my last box from Amazon came with the lights that I want to hang on the wall, and I think there's an extra tripod in this. This kit is very cheap, $45 for like a light stand and a light and a softbox. Ooh. Here's all my light bulbs, light stand. Here's my big light.
Big light!
There's the light. Where's Xander? Hey! Where's Xander? There he is.
Oh, Pampers!
It's not Pampers.
Pampers.
Do you think it's Pampers?
Not Pampers.
It's not Pampers.
Look at that, buddy.
You like it? Whoa, hey,
Buddy,
Xander.
don't hit it. It'll break it. Okay? It's okay. There we go.
Oh.
And look at Bubba's all nice and bright. We can see all the dirty face. Boogers in the nose. I like you, Bubba. Okay, height-wise, what you think?
You can maybe drop it a little bit.
Let's see what we see here, Bubba. There's these screws that you rip most of the tags off of.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna make this.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, so my office studio is finally finished. It's actually been probably a month or 2 already since I've mostly finished it. I've been using it, really like it. So yeah, here's kind of the final look of the room from all angles and sort of how I ended up setting it up. I ended up buying a light. You can see it like right here behind me. I got it at Walmart. I sort of got it for like a background light to kind of make me pop in the videos. I like it, but the only kind of downside is the dresser makes it so high that it's a little bit above my head when I'm sitting. And another thing I'd like to do is actually find a big floor plant to put somewhere like right in here. Kind of give some greenery. I was thinking of doing some shelves there, but I think that'd be kind of busy. So there's still a few things I'd like to add, so be sure to watch for that in videos in the future, see if I do anything with the background at all. So Nolan went and hung a light for me, which is really nice. It pulls out and adjusts. I can show you guys a little bit. That way I can always have the proper lighting no matter what the lighting is outside. So this light, I can pull it out like so. I can adjust it up and down like this. And then I can also adjust it out. So I can pull it out this way. Then of course this part, the light itself, adjusts this way. Anyway, so that is really handy to have. It's a really nice addition, and I really like it that it's mounted up on the wall and it's not on a floor light stand and in the way. So once again, I'll have links to that below. I'll have links to the countertop stuff that I had and to the light in case you're interested. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this makeover that I did in the room, and thanks a lot for watching. If you're new here, we'd love if you subscribe. My name is Janine, and thank you so much for watching. You all have a good day. Bye.